Don't say those words I've heard before. I'm getting my nerve.
Hey guys, this is Kuroka33. We're back at it in tiled water this time. Today we're on floor 40, and as the prize for beating this floor, you get 5 water super stones, which I desperately need since I have plenty of Ashramon that are ready to be super evolved out of water. I'm just debating on which one I want to do this time around. Most likely I'm going to be doing Van Helsing. All my super evolved Ashramons already are either tanks or defenders or balanced. I have no super evolved water attacker type Ashramon, so I think I might go with Van Helsing. But if y'all have any other choices in the comments, let me know. I mean, Water Monarch is possibly also a choice, but I don't really have good. I don't have good gems for her. Like, I have all triangle gems for her. I can't even get a crit one out of here. But that's all I have. We'll be changing these soon. But for our opponent we're going to be going up against today is a Water Seimei, and it has a lot of crit damage. It is a attacker. So this time around, I think what I'm going to be doing is taking some recovery types and going sap. Anyone with sap and recovery abilities. Actually, I'm not going to put her first because she has no CC or anything I can inflict on me. So I'm going to take as much as I can do sap to it as possible. I'm going to take Water Hanahime, Yukina, Moran, and I might go with no, I'm going to take another sapper with me. And my last other sapper is going to be the Kraken, the Water Kraken.
Step in the current, feel the tide. I've learned to move, not run and hide. Beauty and power side by side. I own the waves, I let them rise. They said pick one path, I chose two. Model lights and ocean blue. Balance, no, this is control. I am the sea, I am the soul. You see the poise, the perfect frame, but I'm not here to play their game. Each ripple's backed by storm and flame. A calm so sharp, it carves a name. Float if you can, or sink below. I face the press, I face the flow. This gym's a test, but I'm the tide, and I won't bend, not this time. Like water, I rise, I crash, I glide. No one can cage what flows inside. Unstoppable, untamed, serene. I wear the crown and keep it clean. I shine, I strike, I never break. A world of mirrors in my wake. So come and stand against my pride and watch me pull you with the tide. Glistening calm, but don't be fooled. This surface shifts, this current rules. I know my worth, I hold my ground. I'll drown the noise, I won't back down. No need to shout, I let waves speak. Their echo roars, precise and sleek. You think you know how deep I go, darling, I'm the undertow. Not just a face, not just a name. This ocean plays no shallow game. And when the Dynamax begins, I fight with grace and always win. Each challenge met with steady hand. I'm not just water, I'm the land. Resilient, real, refined and raw. The storm that leaves them all in awe. Like water, I rise, I crash, I glide. No one can cage what flows inside. Unstoppable, untamed, serene. I wear the crown and keep it clean. I shine, I strike, I never break. A world of mirrors in my wake. So come and stand against my pride and watch me pull you with the tidal tide.
Hey guys, this is Kuroka33. This is the post debrief of fighting the Tower of Water boss on 440 Seimei. And right now I'm going to show you the units I use to beat it. If you come up with your own way of doing it, please let me know. but this is what worked for me, and there's more than one way to skin a cat, so let's get into it. So these are the 3 units that I use, along with a recovery unit called Seimei. And all 3 of these units have the sap ability, and I sapped her to death. That's pretty much what I did. Now, Water Seimei has high crit, so if these don't work for you, nor my debuffer who dropped their resistance, which is Water Hanahime, this is what I mainly use. She's the key to this because her active drops resistance, her normal skill drops resistance, her variant drops resistance, and her active skill gives you resilience. So all the sappers you see me use have a sap on both their active and their normal skill. So if I can use that as much as possible, which she helps facilitate, I could use that as much as possible and spam it. Why not? If it works, it works. That's what worked for me. Another way you could do it is you could beat it using blind and dropping its attack down, also coming from your own attackers. The water unit that's best for this would be a Sparkion, which also has an active skill as a Parade Strike, which is very good for fighting anything with dungeons or titans, anything of that nature. But blind is what's going to be key here. You want that on most of your units while fighting its floor. It brings down their crit, so she can't damage you as hard, and recovery is not an issue when it comes to dungeon bosses because they get blue SP bar filled according to how much units you have alive. The more units you have alive, the more they gain. But Burr is also a sleeper. It's also very good for a floor like this. It has blind, and on its active skill, it has a AoE pretty much that treats their type as their own weakness when you hit them with this. When it comes to blooming flower, so it's going to be treating them all as fire types when you hit that. So you do additional damage to her that way. So the best way I think people are doing it is using puncture and anything with blind. Drop it down. If someone else does it, let me know another way. But if you're going to go with a puncture unit, Hunter is a good low cost unit for that, for the fact that he drains their SP, 20% of that from them. If you max his books out, it's 25, I believe. And he also has a puncture buff that goes right through their armor, and it's single target. So Seimei is going to be taking all of the damage. So several ways you can do it. You can do it using, I believe, sap and or curse, if curse is applicable. Drop its resistance down, since a lot of bosses tend to have a lot of resistance. That's one way. That's the way I did it. Another way you could do it is via force. You can go with puncture and cut its attack and defense down with any units. And Midsummer Miho is another good unit for this, since she has pretty much a morale boost ability that boosts all your units SP bar by 15% when she attacks. And she has her own puncture, so she's also another good unit for this. One unit I forgot to mention, if you do have her, is where's she at? Water Artemis, which is here, which I did have, but I think I used her to fully evolve my wood Artemis into a Saline. But she's also good for this dungeon as well. She's a good substitute for Kraken. If you don't want to use a Kraken, it'll replace him, but Kraken is the budget version of what she is. So if you can, use a Selene. If not, you can go with a Kraken like I did, or a Haran. But this is my way of doing things. Again, to reiterate, you could do it using force, using puncture, courageous strike, and blind, and attack and defense drop. Or you can do it the way I do it, which is healing and sapping, watching it burn to death. But if you find your own way, let me know. This is Kuroka33, Tower floor 40, beating Seimei. Take care, over and out.